Recent attacks on Google may have stemmed from a Chinese university tied to the University of Michigan.
John Dingell announces his re-election bid at the College Democrats' pancake breakfast.
And a new ban could cost you if you're caught driving while using a cell phone.
All this and more on Ann Arbor's only local newscast. Newsfeed starts now. Welcome to Newsfeed. I'm Leslie Dickinson.
And I'm Whitson Gordon. It is Monday, February 22nd, 2010.
Almost spring break?
Almost. I cannot wait.
So close, yet so far away.
Everyone has so many exams and stuff this week, though. What a painful
way
to go out.
But the good thing about that is that you have all of your stuff beforehand, but then you can completely enjoy spring break because
you don't have to study and everything.
You don't have to worry about anything afterwards, because I'm sure a lot of people are really, just want to veg out and not do anything.
I do know some people have an exam the day we come back.
Ooh,
which
that's
is
just harsh.
Why would you do that?
And also, for people who are flying back maybe on Sunday or something, if we have a bad weather or some storm.
Or a plane gets delayed, which always happens.
Exactly, and then you can't make it back for it. That could cause problems. But hopefully that doesn't happen and we don't have any bad storms, kind of like what we did today. But we'll have weather later in the night. But let's head straight into our top story for this evening. In the past few days, various news organizations have reported that Shanghai Jiao Tong University in China may be the source of recent cyber attacks on Google and other internet companies. SJTU is known for its computer science programs and shares a joint institute in engineering with the University of Michigan. U of M says it has no new information regarding the attacks, and SJTU denies the allegations. According to U of M spokesman Rick Fitzgerald, there are no Michigan students studying at SJTU this semester. That's good, I guess, that we don't have any students there.
Yeah, you don't need to be any more tied than you have to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so that's cool. But
in campus news, U.S. Representative John Dingell, Democrat from Michigan, announced that he will be running for re-election to continue serving in the U.S. Congress. Dingell made the announcement on Saturday morning at the University of Michigan College Democrats' annual pancake breakfast. Dingell has already served 54 years in Congress and is currently the longest-serving member of the House of Representatives. Some of Dingell's reasons for wanting to continue serving in Congress include pushing for improvements in the state of Michigan, as well as working toward education reform, environmental efforts, and healthcare reform. In the past couple of weeks, there has been a rise in car part theft. With precious metal prices increasing, so have the catalytic converters in cars and trucks. These catalytic converters have been mandated by the U.S. government for 35 years now. These types of thefts are not very common unless metal prices go up. There have been several reports of these type of thefts on campus, mainly by Northwood Apartments. Unfortunately, there is no guaranteed way for protecting your vehicle. If your car starts to make weird noises from the engine, make sure to get it checked out.
And more plans for the North Campus Research Center were announced via a campus-wide email yesterday. Executive Vice President for Medical Affairs, Ora Peskovitz, announced that the complex, formerly inhabited by Pfizer, will focus on biointerfaces and new possibilities with molecular and structural imaging. She also announced an initiative to research U.S. healthcare services, and also that many faculty and staff working on the healthcare-related projects will be moved to the NCRC to create a more efficient environment for collaboration. Other faculty members are also eligible to apply to move to the NCRC. U of M students have been protesting for workers' rights outside of the local Andiamo restaurant since November 2009. Protesters claim that Andiamo restaurant has violated minimum wage laws, ignored sexual harassment reports, and has discriminated based on race and gender. The Restaurant Opportunity Center of Michigan and workers at Andiamo filed a federal lawsuit for $125,000 in January, to which Andiamo has responded with a countersuing. The protests are planned to continue while tensions between the Restaurant Opportunities Center and Andiamo worsen.
And the university's Board of Regents was sued yesterday with claims that a closed-door meeting 2 weeks ago violated the Michigan Open Meetings Act. According to a Michigan Daily source, the meeting in question, which took place on February 3rd in President Mary Sue Coleman's private conference room, dealt with the NCAA investigation into Michigan football's team and the amount of time student-athletes can spend in practice. The lawsuit was filed by university alum Robert Davis, who would like the minutes of the meeting to be released to the public. University officials claim that they were not in violation of the act.
And in some other campus news, I know everyone has been watching the Olympics religiously and just been so excited about the U.S.'s successes. I know we just beat Canada in hockey, which is awesome. But the LSNA student government had an Olympic Diag a Day event last week to kind of give people information about the U.S. and some other countries that are participating. So we went out and checked that out. So let's see what some of the representatives had to say. In honor of the 21st Olympic Winter Games in Vancouver, LSNA student government hosted an Olympic Diag Day in Mason Hall last week.
We have free bagels, free hot chocolate. We have the Wii here with Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. We have all sorts of cool flags and all the countries participating in the Winter Olympics.
The event was co-sponsored by the Public Activities Committee, the Student Life Committee, and the Multicultural Affairs Committee.
PAC does all the event stuff, so we have the bagels and the hot chocolate. Student Life does all the fun stuff, so we have the Wii. And MAC is making sure that all the countries are represented and making sure that everyone knows that the United States is just the only one participating. We do have a few Winter Olympians that go to U of M and also went to U of M.
The students Stephen is talking about are ice dancing pairs Merrill Davis, Charlie White, Evan Bates, and Emily Samuelson, who began competing in their event last Friday and will stay until March 1st.
There's 4 disciplines for figure skating. There's men's, ladies, pairs, and ice dancing, and we're ice dancers. So it's slightly different than pairs in that we don't do the jumps and we don't do the really high overhead lifts, but it's more artistic, more dancing on ice, sort of as the name implies.
It takes some warming up, I think. Obviously, if you don't feel nervous, then you're not human. So, like the first 15 minutes of the 15 seconds of the program, you might feel like throwing up, but then it goes by very quickly, and you kind of lose yourself if it goes all well, and that's the best feeling because it's over before you know it, and you can't really freak yourself out too much.
Be sure to tune in and root for the pairs as they compete in the upcoming weeks. For Wolf TV, I'm Leslie Dickinson. So everyone should definitely watch and root for Merrill and Charlie, and then the other pair also, but Merrill and Charlie are competing. They're second right now after the Canadians in the ice dancing competition, and it started on Friday, and I know that they're competing. I think the competition started, there's like 3 parts, and the 3rd part is today, so they started at like 4, and I think they're competing at 11:15 tonight, so you should definitely tune into that after you watch us at 11:15. But we actually have some breaking news tonight. West Quad's sprinklers went off in 3rd Williams, the Hall 3rd Williams, and I guess they are, the hallways are soaked, so we will have some correspondents going over there to check that out, and we will give you more updates when we hear more.
But right now we have Dave in the studio to give us a quick peek at our weather for the week, so what can you tell us, Dave?
Thanks, guys. Currently sitting outside your window right now, we're sitting at 32 degrees under some mostly cloudy skies. Those snow showers that we saw throughout the day finally have ended today. Winds are out of the north right now at 5 miles per hour, so nice and light. But can we expect more snow for the rest of the week? Let you know in your full forecast coming up.
Thanks, Dave. We'll check back with you later, but right now we're going to take a quick break, so stick with us. There's more Newsfeed coming up.
All right, folks, you can tell that Rich Rod is from West Virginia.
All right, well, that's all the time we have here today on You Say Maize, I Say Blue. Stay tuned next week for more action.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good show, Andrew. Just one thing, man, like, we really got to stay on the horn more.
Dude, what are you talking about? I live by the horn.
Man, I live by the horn. Andrew, man, get up. You're not living by the horn, man.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, shit.
Dude, can you help me find the area of this parametric surface?
Oh, dude, that's pretty easy. All you have to do is... I'm really impressed. You've been living by the horn lately.